researched this. This is the theory of the gnome assassination of JFK. And let me tell you, those gnomes, they're pretty great. And you know, who else can hide in plain sight like a garden gnome can? Right? They got their little fuzzy caps on, and they're painted up, and everybody just thinks, oh, it's a garden gnome. They ain't gonna do nothing bad down there. Just sitting there, the garden gnome. Well, let me tell you, there's a giant conspiracy, and the garden gnome network is at the center of this conspiracy, and they're in charge of, they want to make sure that we have a Republican president at all times who they can, cause to be manipulated in a way that they can further their gnome agenda. It started out with just a little place in Alaska, but from Nome, Alaska, they kind of grew, and with all the oil money that was coming in, and they were able to fund their mass army. And now is a massive army of gnomes funded by oil from Alaska and other protected resources in the U.S. And well, in the 60s, we had a president named John F. Kennedy, and he had recognized that these gnomes were drilling oil in protected areas. And well, he didn't want that, right? We got the Democrats, and they're all kind of environmentalists and tree huggers and granolas and whatnot. So the gnomes, they may look all environmentally friendly and stuff, but they got to drill their oil, because that's how they, fund their nefarious activities. They're not just, all about garden protection and stuff, but they have all kinds of raves at night and drug-fueled parties and things, and you just can't get that kind of stuff without lots of oil money coming in. Nobody pays them to sit around and garden. So President Kennedy, he was getting at the bottom of this gnome invasion of the United States, and there's a lot of gnomes in Eastern Europe, especially like in Germany and Bavaria. So this gnome network, they worked together, and they found a way to found this guy that they could put up in a bookstore, and they gave him an assault rifle and made it look like he was going to shoot the president. But in reality, the gnomes, they kind of huddled around the car when the car came past that grassy knoll. Then the gnomes just took him out. And now, that sounds a little far-fetched, but when you go look at the autopsy reports, you see that the bullet trajectories came from below his shoulder, came up and came out this way. We ain't gonna get that from a library window, third floor library across the street, right? So you also notice there was some flecks of red paint and blue paint, which are traditional gnome colors on the entry wound. So them gnomes, they were a big part of this Kennedy assassination. I'm the new boss here.